Hello people of the interwebs, this is Luke Moore bringing you with another toy review, and this time it's going to be on the SH Figuarts Boruto figure. Now, this is the first figure released under the Boruto Naruto Next Generation line, even though it is still part of the Naruto SH Figuarts line. So, before we get into the figure itself, let's take a look at the packaging. Now, this is pretty different from what we get with the Naruto Shippuden packaging, so I'm assuming if they release part 1 versions of the characters, they'll come in a different style packaging as well. But anyway, here's the front of the box. You got the figure, picture of the figure on the side. You got Boruto Naruto Next Generation, Bandai Tamashii Nations, Tamashii Red exclusive, the name of the character, pink background. On the side, you got poses of the characters, which kind of remind me of the Dragon Ball packaging. The other side, you got a pose of the figure with the name. On the bottom, you got a picture of the figure's face with the name. On the top, you just get the name, SH Figuarts. And on the back, you get the figure and the poses and the description of what you can do with the figure. And the bluefin distributed stickers. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the figure itself. Okay, so here you got the figure itself, and as usual, Bandai Tamashii Nations did a really good job with the sculpt and paint job. I don't think I have any paint errors, so that's really good. You do have his leafy looking hair, which I'm not really a big fan of the color of it. I really wish it was a darker yellow, because it kind of blends in with his skin tone. But the headband looks good, the face looks good with his 2 whiskers. You got his necklace, which is just basically a bolt on a string, which is a reference to his name. You got his white t-shirt and his black jacket with pink stripes and insides, which, why Naruto and Hinata put him in pink, I'm not really sure. But it does look good. They're both made out of a very rubbery plastic, so it doesn't hinder the articulation whatsoever. Then the fists look good. I do kind of wish the sleeves kind of went down a little bit, but they do give it a good range of motion, so that's okay. You got sweatpants here, and they actually did sculpt and paint the little tie, like string on there, which is very good attention to detail. And on the back of it, you do have his giant ass butt pouch, which is a lot bigger than the old pouches that the older Genin have. You got the right strap with the navy blue kunai holder, and you got his black sandals with toes sticking out, which they actually painted decently on mine. And you do have the Uzumaki logo on the back. So yeah, well, the sculpt is really good. So now let's take a look at the articulation. So his articulation is pretty good. He can look up about this much. He can look down about this much. He can move side to side. It is on a rocker. So there's that. His arms can move a full 360. His shoulders can go about this far up. He doesn't have a butterfly joint, but it is connected to a ball peg, so you get a really good range of that. And he doesn't have a bicep swivel, but the arm can rotate. He only has a 90-degree bend at the elbow. His wrists are on a ball peg, so it can go around, rotate, just rock all over the place. His torso and his waist combined, he can bend forward this much, he can bend back this much, his waist can swivel and move side to side. His legs on the new Tamashii Nation style, so he can kick this far up, he can kick this far back, he can split his legs almost at 90 degrees. He's got a double joint at the knee, which is really good. His thigh swivels, full 360. He's got the ankle rocker, so it can go up, down, tilt side to side, rotate full 360, and he does have the toe hinge. So, really good amount of articulation. So now let's move on to the accessories. So when it comes to accessories, he does come with quite a few. As you can see, he comes with his default smiley face and the default fists. But we also get a teeth gritting ready for action face, which looks really cool. I'm not really a big fan of this red outline because it looks like he's wearing lipstick, but it still looks good. Then we also get a smiley teeth gritting closed eye face, which again looks really awesome. This is kind of he got this from Naruto, which is really cool. And then finally we got a open smile face, which is probably my favorite. If it can focus. There we go. So yeah, it's probably my favorite. And the way you switch out these faces is that you just pull it out. If you can't, there you go. Grab it. And there's two little pegs here and two holes here, so you just gotta get around his collar and his bangs. So once you get it on, you just push it in, and there you go, just like that. And for hands, we got open palm hands, which looks really nice. Two Jitsu hands, which every character except for Guy and Rock Lee should come with, so I don't know why they ditched these with a lot of characters. And we also get two gripping hands to hold the two kunai, which look really good. It's just like the kunais we've gotten in the past. They are very pointy, so be careful. And the way that you put them in, I'm going to put them in the left hand, because that's how I'm going to display it. So you can either put facing upwards or facing downwards. I'm just going to face it upwards. So the way you do it is that you take where the ring is, and then move the fingers and put it on the handle. So there you go. It's on the kunai. And finally, you got another open palm hand with a peg on it to hold his Rasengan, which it looks really good. It's a very pretty blue, but I wish it was a little bit smaller and more clearer so it can be like his disappearing Rasengan from the movie, but it still looks okay. And unlike the others, like Naruto and Jiraiya's, there's not seem to be any indents to where the fingers rest. So what I like to do is take where the point is and face it forward. So you just plug it in like that, and there you go. Looks pretty cool. And to swap out the hands, you just pull them out and then just plug the new hand in if you can. It is a bit tricky, but it's not as bad as Madara. And there you go. Nice home Rasengan. So that's it with accessories. Let's get into the final thoughts. So overall, I really do like this figure. I know there's a lot of people who aren't fans of the anime or Boruto's character, but I'm a fan, and so I'm really happy to have him in my collection. Now, I realize I didn't do any size comparison with the rest of the Naruto figures, but those are from Shippuden, and I feel like Boruto is kind of like its own series, even though it's in the same universe. So once they release more Boruto Naruto Next Generation figures, I will do size comparisons. And I really hope they do, because like we already have Sasuke, Rock Lee, and Gaara in the Shippuden line. I don't see any reason not to have Sarada, Metal Lee, and Kinchi in this wave. But if we're gonna get a Mitsuki figure, we have to have Orochimaru first, because that would make no sense. But anyways, it is a good figure. Even if you're only a fan of the Boruto movie, I still would recommend it. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video whenever I make it. So, bye-bye, folks.